How you doing, guys? It's been a hell of a weekend. Had a great weekend. Let me adjust this real quick. Had a hell of a weekend at training camp. It's been 2 days. It's the first time I've ever spent 2 days at training camp in Oxnard. Had a hell of a time. And first off, before I talk about training camp, I want to talk about some. If y'all don't know, a couple of you know, I have a Facebook page dedicated to the Cowboys. Who else? It's called Dallas Cowboys Update. I'm sure a few of you have noticed it. I have not a lot. I have like 55 people who've liked it so far. But if you haven't, please like it. It's not the basic Cowboy page where you see people copy and paste articles. You'll mostly get my opinions on certain things. Sure, I'll talk about what's happening now, but in my own words. You'll get stuff in my own words. Not to mention, you'll find my videos there. It's my own personal Cowboys blog. Please like it. It's facebook.com Dallas Cowboys Update. I will put the link, the website down on the bottom of the video, as well as I'm going to be on the Landry Hat podcast tomorrow night. So if it's tomorrow night, that means it's probably going to be up by Thursday or Friday. So look out for those two. I'll put the Landry Hat website down there as well. But yeah, so please like Dallas Cowboys Update on Facebook and check out the Landry Hat podcast tomorrow night. Like I said, it'll be up Thursday actually. So, anyways, had a great time at training camp. Let's talk about what I saw. Let's start off. I guess go by position. Quarterback. Not a lot of news at quarterback. Tony Romo comes in a little. He comes in heavier than Sean Lee. I mean, that's what the pamphlet said. That's what the whole. What do you call it? That's what the whole news was, that he's actually heavier than Sean Lee. But he's apparently lost weight since then. I'm not too sure how true that is. But Tony Romo looked a little rusty the first day he was there. That was a given. He's been out for the entire offseason. Not much news at quarterback. They had a couple guys. I think it was Nick Stevens and Dalton Williams. I think that's what their names was. But that's how much we know about these quarterbacks. One of them may make the team. I think they're just stick with Tony and Kyle. So, running back, DeMarco looked great. He looked healthy. He looked fine. The real surprise was actually Philip Tanner. Philip Tanner was getting a lot of looks at the number 2 running back. I think we're gonna have a nice little running back competition because Lance Dunbar looked decent. And my boy Joseph Randle, I've talked nothing but great things about him. He looked really rusty at times, but you can see with the kind of runner he is, the kind of speed he possesses, the versatility he has. He's everything I think you will want in a running back. I think as soon as he knocks the rust off, because like I said, he's rusty. He also spent the entire offseason, with I think it was a broken thumb. They were trying to repair that, so. He's finally back, a little rusty, but he can show you what he does. And he did it at this training camp, so look out for number 35, Joseph Randle. There's no fullback on the team, so let's go to wide receiver. Dez, what can you say about Dez Bryant? Dez Bryant looked fantastic. Miles Austin did not look sharp. Miles actually looked pretty, one, he wasn't thrown to a lot, and two, when he wasn't making anything spectacular. I love Miles Austin, but he did not look great. Granted, before I say anything else, this is only the first 2 days of camp. But let me tell you something, the offense didn't look good at all. So Miles Austin, a lot of drop balls, a lot of fumble, I remember that. So he's got to get better. Terrence Williams, kind of like Joseph Randle, you can see what he can do. You can see why they thought so highly of him. But then you also saw... Welcome to the NFL, rookie. There's a lot of drop balls, like balls he should have caught, mistakes, rookie mistakes. So he's got a lot to learn, and he's going to be great. But the first 2 days shouldn't determine what the kind of player he's going to be. But we had some problems. Dwayne Harris looked great. Cole Beasley looked like Cole Beasley. Eric Rodgers, number 14 on the team. I've heard a couple of people talk about him. He's got some good hands, and he knows how to get open. I'm not too sure what college he's from, but Eric Rodgers, keep an eye out for that guy. He can make the 53. I think he could. I'm trying to think. Anthony Armstrong, I didn't see anything huge out of him. Tim Benford, I think, was one of the receivers. I didn't see anything special other than Eric Rodgers when it came to the undrafted guys. But okay, let's get to tight ends. James Hanna was looking good. James Hanna was looking good. I don't need to talk about Jason Witten. Jason Witten was doing great. James Hanna was looking good, and then he actually strained his hamstring, so that shouldn't be a problem. He's day-to-day. Gavin Escobar looked also great. He's got some great hands. He's also learning a lot, so tight ends are looking okay. I don't mind the tight end. Dante Rosario is actually looking really good. I think he could be a great red zone threat. I think we have two tight ends in Gavin and in Dante that could be great red zone threats. I think those two would be fantastic. Let's see. So we got tight ends. Offensive line, the entire offensive line was pretty pathetic when what I saw. It's pretty bad when Doug Free actually looks better than Jeremy Purnell. That's the truth. Doug Free did not look bad at all. Travis Frederick, our #1 draft pick, he didn't look terrible. I thought he looked nowhere near as bad as the rest of the line. I thought that Parnell looked like crap. David Arkin was getting pushed around like there was no tomorrow. The line, they wrote an article strictly about the line, I think. They were just being pushed to the ground by the defense. That's gotta be bad. That's gotta be fixed. I don't know. You know this defense. We know the offensive line woes. Do I need to really tell you that anymore? Okay. That's okay. That I covered offensive linemen. I think. Okay, let's get to defense. Let's start off with the line. Now the defensive line. First day, already 2 gone. 1 for the entire year. Tyrone Crawford. I saw that happen right in front of me, and you can just see the frustration in this player's face. You can just see it. And I felt so bad for him because I think he would have been a great player. I think they're not gonna get rid of him. They're gonna put him on IR. They're gonna get him healthy. He's gonna come back next year, but damn, that sucks. That really sucks. As well as Anthony Spencer. He tweaked his knee that day. You can just tell. It's the players that get a lot of attention from the staff, or they just don't do anything. When they're just standing around watching, be concerned. And sure enough, he tweaked his knee. He's going to need surgery on that, like minor surgery, but he'll be gone for a month. Well, there's that. DeMarcus Ware looks healthy. He looks fantastic. Jason Hatcher looked great. Let's see. Ratliff hurt himself from answering his iPhone, it seems like. I don't know why we still have this guy. I really don't know why we still have Jay Ratliff. Until he showed... And that sounds really mean and everything, but this guy has gotta go. Especially because how much money he's stealing. Anyways. Guys look for Monte Taylor, Ben Bass. There's no lower name guys. They're looking good. I think you should put them on the line and see how they do because they shouldn't show intensity. I liked being right next to Rod Marinelli, and the second day I was actually right next to Rob Marinelli and the defensive lineman. And he makes them play hard, hits the fucking line hard. It was fantastic. And he gives a lot of energy, makes them give that a lot of energy back. It was fantastic to watch. So I think he can coach these players up. Let's go to linebackers. Sean Lee looks fantastic. Bruce Carter looks fantastic. Sean Lee is a beast. So is Bruce Carter. I have no problem with these guys as long as they stay healthy. They're fantastic players. Durant didn't look terrible. Alex Albright looked great. I thought he looked good. I thought he looked fantastic, actually. I want to see... who else was there? I'm drawing a blank all of a sudden. Ernie Sims didn't look terrible. The linebacker core I don't have a problem with right now. They just have to stay healthy. You know what I mean? Okay, there's linebackers. Corners. Morris looked pretty good. I didn't see any interceptions from these guys. I'm a little worried about that. No Morris looked fine. Brandon Carl looked decent. Sterling Moore didn't look terrible. I don't know why he's wearing number 21, though. Out of everyone that you could give 21, you gave it to Sterling Moore. I think that's a number that should be retired, 21. I don't know why. Something about that number. Anyways, the corners didn't look terrible. The corners looked fine. I wasn't interested in the corners. I was more interested in the safeties. In the safety position, actually, Will Allen looks pretty damn solid. There's nothing wrong with Will Allen. Will Allen looks good. Matt Johnson looks really good, actually. He does not look like he's making any critical mistakes. Even J.J. Wilcox, That dude looks like he's all around the ball. I have a lot of faith in that guy. I think he may not be a starter this year. He may contribute some, but this is not a bad pick. I thought it was because I thought we have two projects on the team, Matt Johnson and now J.J. Wilcox. We don't know what we're getting, but for some reason we feel like they're players. Well, we're trying to see. Maybe they had faith in Matt Johnson, and I'm starting to see why they like J.J. Wilcox, because like I said, he's always around the damn ball. So that's fantastic. Overall, the defense looks outstanding, essentially. The defense is getting pressure on the QB. Their ball hawks are they're always around the ball. That's something very encouraging. That could also be discouraging because the offense is so poor right now, but for some reason, I didn't see it as, oh, the offense is terrible. I saw it as a defense is looking pretty good, but I don't know. Let's just see what happens. Kicker, from what I saw when he was kicking, when Dan Bailey was kicking, he was like 6 for 6, no problem, between 35 and 45 yards, no problem. Chris Jones, I didn't see anything. Punters, it was actually kind of funny. The rest of the team were just doing the drills and doing 7-on-7s and everything, and you see the punter and the kicker and the long snapper just kind of hanging around. What's up, buddy? We get to practice? Did we get to practice today? I don't know. Do we? I don't know. So it was kind of funny, but when it was time for them to kick, they performed. So yeah, that was training camp for 2 days. And this Sunday, I may be able to go to the blue and white scrimmage. This Sunday, I will want to, and chances are I will. So I will talk about what I saw there. Like I said, this camera that you're watching right now is not good enough to go 100 feet away to look at a bunch of players. They look like little bitty people, ants. You know what I'm talking about? They look like ants in the freaking camera. That was disappointing because I said I would do training camp videos, but I didn't want to put crap. So there you go. So that was training camp, and then also last year I got John Phillips' signature and Rudy Carpenter's. Even though it was from literally here to the camera from Jason Wooden, and he didn't get my hat. I was disappointed, but it was pretty cool to be that close. But this year, I don't know if you can barely read it because it was Jerry Jones. That's Jerry Jones' signature. At least he's going to be the owner next year. That's cool. Anyways, guys, I will make another video this weekend. The preseason starts in 2 weeks, buddy. Cannot wait. It starts in 2 weeks. Can't believe it's already here. But alright, I'll make a video after the blue and white scrimmage on Sunday. So, how about them Cowboys? See you then.